Hello, my name is Carolina Muguruza, and I am a Marie Curie postdoctoral researcher at the Neuropsychopharmacology Research Group at the University of the Basque Country. I started my bachelor in pharmacy also in this university, and already during the bachelor, I was interested by the molecular techniques that were used in biomedicine research. Especially, I was interested in the human brain physiology and the pharmacology of neuropsychiatric disorders. Thus, I decided to initiate a research career performing a PhD in pharmacology in the Neuropsychopharmacology Research Group at the Faculty of Medicine, where I developed my doctoral thesis. My doctoral thesis was focused on the study of different molecular and functional alterations directly in human postmortem brain samples from patients with schizophrenia. After finishing my PhD, I decided to continue my research career abroad, and thanks to a postdoctoral fellowship of the Basque government, I could develop 2 years of postdoctoral research at the Neurocenter Magendie in Bordeaux, where I specialized in research in animal models. After this period, I continued for searching for funding to continue investigating in schizophrenia, and I applied for an individual fellowship inside the Marie Sklodowska-Curie Actions program. This fellowship has allowed me to develop a research project that is focused on the biological basis of schizophrenia. I will try to summarize the main objectives and the results that we have obtained in this research project. So our aim was to elucidate which are the molecular substrates that are underlying the cognitive deficits that are present in schizophrenia patients. So schizophrenia is a severe and chronic mental disorder that affects more than 20 million people worldwide. Despite its main known symptoms are the ones that we call positive symptoms that include delusions or hallucinations. This is a complex disease that also includes other core symptoms, such as cognitive deficits. Indeed, one of the cognitive functions that is significantly affected in schizophrenia patients is the working memory. The working memory is the ability to temporarily hold and manipulate information to develop different cognitive tasks that we perform in daily life basis. For example, to remember a phone number, to put it in a paper, or when we keep the information when we are in a conversation, and we can process this information very quickly, so we can answer with our opinions, for example, or to do mathematical calculations. Thus, the patient's quality of life is very affected by this cognitive dysfunction. And nowadays, there is no pharmacological treatment for these cognitive deficits. Well, indeed, the biological basis of schizophrenia remain unknown. And one of the main objectives of this project was to develop a mouse model that could resemble some of the cognitive impairments that we find in schizophrenia. It is known that environmental insult during important neurodevelopmental periods can cause an increase in the risk for suffering psychiatric disorders, schizophrenia among them. Thus, it is known that maternal infections or stress during developmental periods, such as adolescence, can increase this risk. So with this basis, we create a double hit animal model based on maternal immune activation and social isolation stress during adolescence. We evaluate the behavior of these animals using different cognitive tests, and we also evaluate the molecular alterations in the brain of these mice. And we found that they present cognitive deficits and also that these cognitive deficits might be related to different alterations in parameters related to inflammation. Now we are in a last phase of this project where we want to test different pharmacological strategies to test whether we can reverse these molecular alterations and make an improve of this cognitive impairment in these mice. And of course, as a whole, we think that our research project will give a valuable information in the development of new medicines and new drugs for treatment of cognitive deficits that have schizophrenia patients, and thus the quality of life of these patients will improve. Thanks for your attention.